Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Simon Fox. I'm about almost a year on T and a couple of weeks post-op. Finally not wearing a compression vest anymore and not limited to flannels and zip-ups anymore. Just wearing a normal compression t-shirt, which they said was alright for the rest of the month that I have to be compressing. I'm recovering fairly well. That's great. I just wanted to give an update on myself and the intro. I don't know. Mostly in this video, I wanted to kind of give a quick walkthrough of how I got my name changed. And I mean, I've been meaning to do it for a while. The only thing is that I know is never like 100% sure how to organize it. But like, my videos aren't organized. My videos are all over the place. The point is that I get the message across and that people understand it. And if they have questions, they can ask. Like, I am a voice not just like to like give information. I'm a voice to like just ask me things, and I'll help. I love to help. I'll help all I can. So I have all my paperwork right here in this little folder, and let me just like walk you through. Like, I'm more of a communicative like speech giver, not like an informational speech giver. So I'm just gonna kind of walk this through like we're having a conversation. Okay, so basically, first things first, you need some thumbprints printed. Like, I didn't even know that, but apparently you need to get your thumbprints printed. If you are under 18 in the state of Texas, you'll need a different kind of paperwork and such for, you know, being underage and being a minor and such. But since I was over 18, I was able to do this, you know, by myself, and it was a lot less, you know, dependability on people, and it was more like me getting the shit done myself, and which I, you know, always prefer. I have a limited range because I'm using this mic to talk into, so like bear with me if I like get out of focus for a little bit. So the first thing is that, well, how I first initially found out, I was through my gender counselor, which I would highly recommend going to gender therapy if you ever like need to talk, or you ever like need help with transition or anything. Usually I get most of all my information from like the surgeons I wanted to go to like the doctors for testosterone, to like the name change process. I got everything from just going to a counselor, and it's just, and plus, you know, I need a counselor, so it just like works out in like every way. So got this from my counselor. It's like this, you can actually like just print this off online. It looks a little like this, and there's like a step-by-step process, English, Spanish, of what you need to do. So first of all, this is gonna help me out. You need to print out the original petition to change your name and the final form. So the final form, you don't have to fuck with that until the end. So the original petition is what you have to mess with, and what you have to deal with, first of all. What the important thing is that you fill out the petition, but don't fill out the final form, because we don't mess with that yet. Don't touch it. You have to go to get your thumbprints printed. So I did this myself. I went to a police station, which you can just like go to a police station. I highly recommend going to a police station because, one thing, they will print out your fingerprints real cheap, like, I don't know, like $10. And they'll give you like 2 sets. Like, I don't know which kind you need, but they gave me like 2 kinds for $10, and so I had 2 kinds of different paperwork fingerprint thingies. I'll show you in a second. But thing after that was, plus you need a notary, so that's why I said go to a police department, because they have notaries there, very conveniently. And I didn't have to pay any sort of fee for them to notarize all my documents, which I already signed and filled out. There was like a little placement for the notary to sign. And so, once I got my fingerprints, which I can't find, I should have organized this a little bit better. Just like a little bit. Past self. Oh, there it is. There's my fingerprints. Don't steal my identity. But there's my fingerprints. You have to put like a reason for getting fingerprinted, so I just put name change. They don't really care. Petition, change the name of the adult. This is the first thing I was talking about. You print this out, fill it out all the way. Yeah, you can put like, there's like this box where like the reason I want to change my name. You could literally put anything there. I don't think they can fight you if you put because I'm trans there, but like I just didn't put anything there just because I was a little nervous. After that, it's like, were you a criminal? And if you were a criminal, then like, I'm sure you'll know what all this means. And then there's this part right here. Excuse me. It's a part of the petition, and this is the part where that you need to get notarized. See, look here. There's like prayer, which I don't think it's actually a prayer. You fill out, I don't even care about my birth name anymore because it's not even a name anymore. And there is the print, like that they stamped and shit, and then there's like the notary signature, and there's your signature, and there's where we are, that was in my county, and blah 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 blah. So you need this, you need a bunch of copies of this. So honestly, if she just like signs one of them, you can just like print out a bunch of copies of that. So you're gonna want to do that because lots of people, it needs your paperwork for your name change for when you have to go through changing the name on your birth certificate, on your social security number, passport, driver's license, at work, in addresses, insurance. You have to go through and change everything to your new name. And so you're gonna have to need like a lot of copies of your documents for that. Okay, so after I got that notarized, got my fingerprints at the police station, I went to the county clerk. And so the county clerk is someplace in, well, your county. It should be in like this big like courthouse building. Mine was in Fort Worth, so like a big city. And but I mean, basically you can like literally just like, I went in my Google Maps and I typed in county clerk or district clerk, and it helped me find one, and like a clerk office in downtown. And so we went there. We went to whatever floor the clerk was on. Like literally we had no idea what we were doing. We just went in there, we looked at the sign, we're like, okay, county clerk, let's go. We went there, we were like, hey, I need a name change. I got all these papers, they're all notarized and stuff, they're already signed. Can you help me out? And they'll be like, yeah, just go that way. And then those other persons will be like, okay, go that way. Like literally you just have to keep an open mind and just keep asking questions, and you'll get there. Eventually we went there, had the paperwork, gave it to the lady. The lady was like, okay, well, since you're doing all this, it's going to be this many money, and you're going to have a court date. And so you're going to keep this, the final order stuff, you're going to give this to her, and you have to fill out all this stuff, which she will give you, and basically just keep, like, you keep one of them with her, I think. You keep one of them with her, and the final order, which is what the judge signs and everything, and you basically pay for it, and then you just wait for the court date to come up. And mine was on October 19th, so I came back to the same place. It was the exact same place. You have to go and check with the clerk again that you bought the name change from, and she'll be like, all right, well, here's your like envelope of stuff that you need, and it's gonna be in this room. Just go over there and wait for it to happen. And so that's what we did on October 19th. We went there, we had our manila folder full of stuff, and went into the courtroom, I guess. There was a bunch of other people there, like getting name changes for, marriages and divorces and whatever. So I was kind of standing out. But basically, as soon as we went in there, we just like sat and, you ever watch those judge shows and there's always like a bunch of chairs in the back. We sat in those chairs and just like waited through each case to go through. And then like there was some kind of confusion with mine where like I ended up going to the wrong place, but it's fine, it got worked out. Then it was my turn to come up. So they called my name, and I went up straight to the judge, like straight up to the judge on his high holy judge tower, And he was like, all right, so what are you here for today? And I'm like, I want to get my name changed, sir. And he was like, okay. And so he like was looking through all the paperwork, and he was like, why do you want to get your name changed? I'm like, identity or something. So I said something like that. I just made something up on the spot. He was like, what do you want your name changed to be? And I will be like, I want it to be Simon Nicholas Fox Garcia and stuff like that. And then also, I also had this paper, this testimony. It's something the lady gives you when you pay for it. It's like this testimony. You have to fill it out with your old name. And literally, it's just like one piece of paper. It's like a script of what you have to read out to the judge. And then it'll be like official, and he'll sign the thing, and he'll be like, okay, your name's changed. And so I read the thing, and he was like, all right, so you want to be Simon and Nicholas Fox Garcia? And we had like this little conversation about like college or whatever, or like me and the judge. He was pretty chill actually, so it wasn't really that bad. And he was like, all right, well then, now that's your name. All right, have a nice day. And that was it. So we left, and I had my name changed. It really wasn't that hard. I had the whole like setting the court date done in like a day, and the court date, like I just had to wait for it to happen and go there and be there, and he just signed it off, and that was it. That was my name change. I like to have so many copies of this, and I just keep pulling them out and then throwing them on the floor, but this is the final order. But right up here we have the stamp and a bunch of signatures. Right down here, the judge's signature, and my new name. So this is an important document to have. This is the one that people are going to be wanting whenever you need to go change your name in official places. Another thing I did that day, this is not a part of the process, but I went straight to the Social Security place because the building for Social Security was literally like 5 minutes a walk away. So we're like, we're down here, might as well change my Social Security card. So we went down there. It was a long line because, you know, we didn't make a reservation or whatever. We went in there, signed in, we waited for like 2-3 hours. I ate a bunk cake that somebody was selling, and eventually we got in. We were like, all right, we just want to change the name on the Social Security card. And there was like a bunch of paperwork on the walls and stuff. So like for the 2 hours that we were there, I not only ate that bunk cake, but I filled out that paperwork, but they all have it right there, so you don't even have to worry about it. And so we had it filled out and everything, all was good. We showed him the new order thing, which you needed, which I already had because I was already there. I like literally 5 minutes ago. And so gave it to them. They're like, oh, you just had this done 5 minutes ago. And I was like, yeah, or 2 hours and 5 minutes ago. And I was like, yeah, I did. And they're like, wow. And so they were like, all right, well, you're gonna get a new one in the mail. It might be a new number, it might not. And then it wasn't, so it was whatever. So I mean, it was just like really easy. It just took a lot of time and a lot of waiting and somewhat money. Changing the Social Security one didn't actually cost anything, I don't think. 1 second, hold on. Let me down. Okay. No. This was the clerk receipt for the name change, which was like $274. Fun fact. But no, I don't think changing it on the Social Security actually mattered any. After that, I went to the driver's license place, eventually, to change my name on my driver's license, which also wasn't very hard at all. You just had to literally wait until they call your name, go up there, give them the order form, say, I want to change the name of my license. You just got to pay them like $11, and they'll be like, all right, here's your new license. Easy as that. It's really not that hard. And they might give you some papers to like fill out while you're waiting, but like you're gonna be waiting for a long time, so it's not that big a deal. And then after that, I went to the bank, changed my name. Literally, I just had to show them my new ID this time, and they're like, okay, we'll change your name on your card and your account, and that'll be it. And so it was a lot simpler because, you know, that's not very government-y. That's just the bank. And then at work, when I changed my name at work, eventually I just called like workplace or like something like that, support center. I'll be like, yeah, I had my name changed, and they'll be like, all right, just have your boss like scan it in, or like your manager or whatever, scan it in to us, and we'll get it changed. And so I did. I literally just had to bring the papers to my boss, and they scanned it in, and it was done. So, I mean, everything after the court date isn't really that hard, and even the name change process isn't even that hard. The only thing is it costs money, and you just need a lot of time to do so, like a lot of spare time to do so. But I mean, finally I got it done, and it wasn't really as hard as I thought it would be, even though I put it off for like a year because I thought it would be a lot harder than that, but it wasn't. So, I hope this video wasn't all over the place and that you somehow stayed with me. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up what I had to say. I don't have anything else to say. And thanks for listening. Thanks for watching my face. I hope you like this new stance I have made. I don't know. But thank you for watching. I'm Simon Fox.